Hello, everybody. My name is Jenny, and I'm giving you my update on the hCG diet. Today, we are talking about day number 29, longer than many people would be on the diet, longer than I anticipated being on this diet, but I knew that this coming weekend, my daughter has homecoming weekend at her college, and our whole family is going there and spending the weekend. And so I knew that that weekend was going to involve a wonderful breakfast buffet at the hotel. I will still try to stay basically not no carb, but low carb. And I promised her the next time I came to her campus that I would take her to this deli called Wilson's that is supposed to be known for amazing hamburgers. And I actually heard it from somebody else who told me about it. But it's just anyway, it's closed on Sundays. And last time we were there, I tried to go and take her, and it was a Sunday. So I knew this was coming up, so that was going to mark the end of the diet. That is not P3 friendly. So falling off the wagon right at the very end is what's going to happen, because I will eat the bun with the hamburger. Once I get home after the weekend, I'm going to be really diligent and good about it again. But I just, when I go out to eat, which is rare, very rare. I mean, I go out to eat once every 3 months, 6 months. I mean, I go out to eat really when I visit my kids at their colleges, or my oldest who just graduated, when I just go to visit her in California. And I take them out. So that is the only time I go out, is a special occasion to take my kids somewhere. It's not something we do as a family. So I have very good control over the food that I can't eat on a normal basis. All right, so don't do as I do, do as I say. It's not the way to end P2 to go into P3 eating hamburger bun. Shouldn't happen, but hopefully I'll be pretty good at the breakfast. I'll be very excited to have bacon and eggs. Okay, so how did I do? Not good. Not good. Today, the scale indicated 0.7 gain. I was going to say I have no explanation for it, but let me just be completely honest. I did feel really good yesterday. I did exercise yesterday. I did have only one meal. I did intermittent fasting. However, I did as I told you I was going to do. I made a whole pan of chicken, grilled chicken, not grilled. It wasn't on the grill. It was in a pan. I did just brush the top of them lightly with a little bit of olive oil and put a lot of seasonings on it, and that was it. So it basically just cooked in its own juices. The oil was very, very, didn't even cover the pieces at all. It was just a little bit, and basically it was just a way to keep the seasonings to stick to the chicken. So it was all very healthy and all very good. And I finished it up. It was like 99% done. I turned off the oven to let it just cook. And I went to Walmart, as I said I was going to run my errand, get like 3 or 4 things that I needed. And then I came back home. All right. So at this point, I had promised my son that I would make this egg casserole. My son does not eat eggs. It's just difficult. Eggs are in so many different things. He's 15. He needs to start eating eggs as a good protein in the morning. Well, there's this breakfast casserole that he will eat. He'll eat no eggs of any form, but he'll eat this breakfast casserole, which is like bread and egg and cheese and bacon, essentially. Can't think of any other ingredient that's in there. Salt and pepper. But that's it. And it's all in a 13 by 9 pan. Soaks overnight, cook it the next day. So it's like a bready, eggy thing with bacon. So he will eat that. He never used to, but the last time we were at my mom's house, and she'll often make it for breakfast on like an Easter morning or a Christmas morning or something, he ate a piece of it there, and I was so excited. And I noticed that she did have a lot of bacon on the top of that. So I went ahead and made a pound of bacon, to put on the top of this casserole. Well, I didn't. While I was at Cedar Point, my lovely husband made 2 pounds of bacon for me because I was going to make this egg casserole. And then I also was making a dip. I have to run off here in a little bit and go to a women's Bible study that I go to every other Tuesday morning, which is just fun fellowship with wonderful women. And I volunteered to bring some vegetables and dip this time. So there's this BLT dip that's really good. And I thought I'd bring that and a couple pieces of toast cut up into triangles so people who are eating the carbs can put it on the toast. It tastes really good. And the other ones can have the vegetables. And then that way I had something that I could eat too. I'll just eat the vegetables. I'm not going to have the dip as much as I love the dip. All right. So I needed a pound of bacon to make the dip. So I made the dip as soon as I got home. Tomatoes were one of the things I needed from the grocery store for that. I needed the vegetables to cut up and make the platter as well from Walmart when I was there. I made that, put it in the beautiful pan, covered it. Everything was great. Did I lick my fingers a couple times? Did I taste the dip to make sure it tasted okay? Because I do add a little extra to it, just a little extra. I put like a dash of sugar and a tad of lime juice in it. And I just wanted to make sure nothing was overpowering in that. So I kind of tasted that as I went along. In addition, there were 2 pounds of crumbled up bacon sitting. And it wasn't completely crumbled up. I mean, he kind of like crumbled it slightly, but I got my chopper and I chopped them all fine to put on both of those. So then there were like this straggly, longer piece in that. So, I'll eat it. So I cheated a little bit on that. I mean, not a major cheat, but yeah, I don't know. Who knows how much bacon it ended up being when you add it all together. Probably a few slices, really. If I'm completely honest, probably 3 or 4 slices if I really am not completely honest about it. So I did that. So now I was going to have the chicken, but then I realized in my refrigerator there was not enough room for the 13 by 9 inch pan and this big, huge ceramic sectional plate that I have made that I wanted to keep refrigerated also for this morning to take to Bible study with me. Refrigerator was just packed with a bunch of stuff. And my husband just made the comment the other day, we have so much stuff in the refrigerator, Jenna, we need to eat it. And we still had my leftover chili I had put in individual bowls so people could just take a bowl of it and heat it up. So there was a whole stack of like 4 bowls left of chili from this vat of chili that I made. And I just thought, you know what? I only had chili once on the diet. I was good the day after that. I still lost something the day after it. I don't add my croutons, my cheese, the stuff that I like in my chili. It was just plain straight chili. I'm going to have a bowl of chili. That's going to make room in the refrigerator because these pans are what these pans are. I took all the chicken, stuck it on a plate and covered it up and put that over by the salmon plate in the refrigerator and just had the bowl of chili. So in my brain, I was thinking, I exercised and all I had was a bowl of chili. I'm going to have a weight loss tomorrow. But then right before videoing this, I remembered the whole bacon scenario. So I don't know how many calories I added, but a significant amount, and I don't know how much I ate either. So there you go. This is what happens when you cheat. It's discouraging. I don't know. I just want to hate myself. And at the other point, I think I still feel like I should be losing something, but maybe I shouldn't because I'm really not following the protocol exactly as I should be. This is the same kind of stuff I would kind of do at the beginning of the diet, and I lost. Now, after the first initial 10 pounds of loss, I can't keep doing this and losing weight. I just can't. And I only have about 4 more days left on this diet. So I really need to pull myself together, and I have to be strong when I go to my Bible study this morning and not eat anything. It is going to be full. It's going to be a smorgasbord of delicacies. And I am going to be eating my tomatoes and celery sticks, maybe carrots, even though it has sugar in it. But that's going to be better than everything else that's there, including the dip that I brought along with it. So there's that. All right. So plus 0.7. Now, here's the other thing. I mentioned it when I was going to go to Walmart. I was going to pick up Smooth Move. I found a box. Last box that they had, it was pretty beat up, but it was still sealed. So I bought that. I made it. I drank it last night. It tastes amazing. for me anyway. It says the flavor was chamomile. It's a tea. It is a laxative. Remember I said sounds like a laxative, but I don't know. I think it's an herbal tea. It's a laxative. It says it on the box. Mild. It says it's a mild laxative. Okay. So I drank a cup of that and loved it. I told my husband that I wish it wasn't a laxative because this would be my favorite tea. I like chamomile tea, but it doesn't have a whole lot of flavoring. This had extra spices and stuff in it. I think. I didn't look at the box again. I laughed at my husband. I go, maybe I just like laxatives. Maybe, I don't know. I don't ever take laxatives. But smooth move, good stuff. If you have to take it, you're not going to struggle through taking it. Tastes good. Good cup of tea. Of course, I added some artificial sweetener to it as well. I didn't have it straight. I'm not that good. My daughter's better than that. She drinks tea just plain. But I like sweetener in it. So that's that. All right. It said 6 to 12 hours. Things were going to start happening. Well, I did all my cooking and everything before having my tea because I made the cup of tea and sat back down and watched something on television just to relax after the day of, teaching a bunch of classes and then rushing out and do my shopping and then doing all this cooking. I just sit down and watch an hour of some dumb, mindless television before addressing the mail and stuff. And I was sipping on the tea and loving it and enjoying myself. But by that point, it was already about 6 p.m. when I was drinking it. The day went by. Had my chili first, of course, and then I had my tea later. So it said 6 to 12 hours. And I thought, well, maybe in the middle of the night I'll get up. If not, in the morning. So here we are. It's morning. Tick-tock, nothing. I have to leave in 20 minutes to go to my Bible study. Let us send an extra prayer up to heaven that it does not hit me this morning while I am gone at somebody else's home. Oh, please, Lord. I don't know. I don't feel like it is. I mean, it is supposed to be mild, and maybe I should have drank a little more. Maybe I should have kept the tea bag in there longer to make it stronger. I don't know. I still have the tea bag because I enjoyed it so much. I thought about going back and making another glass, but I didn't want things to freak out. But nothing's freaking out in me. So maybe if I make it till after Bible study, I will get that tea bag and just add some hot water to it, and whatever residuals in there, I'll drink that too and see what happens. But so the next update will be on Smooth Move, hopefully, and let you know how long it takes for it to go into effect for some people who normally wouldn't be a daily bowel movement type person. I wish I had time to edit this. Sorry. And also, as my husband pointed out, and he's like, well, zippity-doo-dah, your scale should be your friend on the day that everything starts working again. I'm like, it should be, shouldn't it? So we'll see. I don't know. I'll keep you apprised. That'll be tomorrow. All right. I just realized that I still have icicles around my picture. This was from my last class that I taught. We were talking about winter and snow. So I still have this around. Huh. Enjoy. Winter's around the corner. All right. Take care. Have a great day. I'll be in touch tomorrow.